I don't know what you're doing.
What's up, guys? CC Beauty Queen here, also known as CC Double GG, also known as Castile 78 2004. Today I am here with Ellie's Crafty Creations. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Tired? Why are you tired? What have you been up to today?
Food shopping.
Okay. So like, I like that. What were we cooking today?
Chicken Alfredo.
Ooh, that sounds good. Can I have some? Nice. Do you know what your interview is about today?
No.
You don't have any clue?
No.
Okay, today we will be interviewing Ellie's Crafty Creations on her opinions about Mary Poppins, one of her favorite Disney movies of all time. Are you excited?
Not really.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so let's just jump on into it. What's your overall opinion about the story behind Mary Poppins?
A nanny coming to help a family that needs help.
Well, yeah, but your opinion on the story. So let's say, my opinion on Mary Poppins, I have to say it is very, me personally, it's not for the children. It's for the adults. Because in all honesty, we as children think, oh, Mary Poppins is there to quote unquote save the children. But no, she's really there to help out Mr. Banks, try to have him see that the kids need him and he needs the kids, stuff like that. So, what would you say for Mary Poppins? Your overall opinion? You wanna phone a friend?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, who are we phoning?
My husband.
Christian! Welcome back, Christian! How have you been?
Good. I've been well.
Awesome. So the question is, what's your overall opinion on Mary Poppins?
I think just the movie or just her?
Her in general.
Character.
Her in general, yes.
I think she's cool. She's cool. She's magical. I mean, I think every kid would want a sitter like that.
Blind nanny.
Yeah, or nanny.
That's great. I love that opinion. I love that. I love it. So, do you prefer the original film of Mary Poppins or Mary Poppins Returns?
I'm gonna step away. You know my answer.
What's Christian's answer? Ooh.
No, this is gonna turn into a Christian.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, he sound. Ooh.
That's another episode.
Okay. Oh, a parent. Ooh, guys, comment down below if you want a parent interview. Ooh. Okay. So, which one do you prefer, Ellie? Do you prefer the original Mary Poppins or Mary Poppins Returns?
The first one.
Why?
Because it's better.
The animation or
the whole movie.
Okay, so if you were to, I guess, maybe replace an actor from the Mary Poppins Returns, who would you want to replace with? Like, who would you want to put in their place? Do you think that, okay, so let's...
The second one or the first one?
The second one, Mary Poppins Returns.
Mary Poppins herself.
Okay, and who would you want to replace her with? Oh, you would want to replace her with the original, or? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Because she's just the best of the best, right? I mean, we all know her from Mary Poppins. We know her from The Sound of Music, which she was in The Sound of Music before Mary Poppins. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your favorite scene from Mary Poppins?
When they all fly to the top. And they're crying. They're laughing, but they're crying.
Oh, with the uncle who's okay, where they're all having like a little tea party in the top.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there is a song there. We love to laugh, la 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 la.
But they're crying.
But they're crying. Oh, when they come back down. Okay. Okay. Do you think Mary Poppins is a good role model for women out there?
Do I think that she's a good role model?
Do you think Mary Poppins is a good role model for women out there?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so.
Would you say that she could be a role model of yours?
No,
Why not?
because she's a make believe.
Well, do you?
I wish I
Okay,
can
so
fly.
what? Okay. Do you
Hmm.
believe that there's people like Mary Poppins or who have the personality of Mary Poppins out there in the world?
Maybe,
What
but
part
they
of?
can't fly.
No, not necessarily with an umbrella. You can fly an airplane and come down with a large parachute in the
No.
shape of an umbrella. I, I don't know. How do you feel about the magic realism in the story?
I think it was great.
The
Or
the amount of magic. Do you think that the amount of magic is balanced with the amount of reality problems? Like let's say it like this. So the Mr. Banks, he worked at the bank place and he was like, "Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is not a real word, blah blah blah." But when the children had, gone into the pictures that Bert made, they were
Mhm.
singing supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Mhm.
I messed up.
Mhm.
But do you think that the amount of magic is balanced with the amount of reality, or do you think there's too much
think
of
there-
one?
I think there's more make believe than the reality.
Would you want to change that?
No, just leave it as it is.
So the
If
movie's
it's
just
not broken, don't fix it.
that's a great point. Okay, great point. Was Mary Poppins too strict or was she just right?
No, she should have been there. Just kidding.
Why?
I think she was just great.
That she was perfect?
Yeah.
Okay. So there was nothing about her like personality or anything you would change.
No.
Nothing. Okay.
You want me to change something?
No. We'll get to those questions.
Oh.
Which character do you relate to the most?
Relate to the most?
Yeah.
None.
If you had to choose.
I
If you
can't fly, so I can't be Mary Poppins.
It doesn't have to be the whole physical thing, features, hair, magic, age, like the children. Like it could be personality wise, or maybe a part of the story
I
that
like it.
the part of the story that you like. What character?
Mary Poppins.
You can relate to Mary Poppins. Okay, and
Mm.
how do we relate to Mary Poppins? Is it her
Because I'm a
strictness? Is
strict-
it
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Cause I tell
your
young
kids?
motherfuckers
Your kid.
what
Okay.
to do.
She's not.
Right.
Huh?
That's right.
No.
That's great. That's great. Okay.
Yes.
What do you think? What do you think exactly that Mary Poppins represents? Like watching Mary Poppins, and then watching Mary Poppins Returns, and then watching the
Just like a helping hand.
2022 or 2023 film. It was Saving Mr. Banks, where we got to see the original story of It was like a biography story, not an autobiography. R.I.P. to the creator of Mary Poppins. But we got to see the story behind Mary Poppins and the author, right? So what would you say the theme is behind Mary Poppins? What does she represent?
A helping hand.
A helping hand.
Yeah.
So if she represents a helping hand, can anyone be Mary Poppins then? Can
They dedicate themselves, yes,
anyone can be anyone's Mary Poppins?
pretty much.
I like that.
Anyone can
Is
fly.
Bert an underrated character? Is Bert an underrated character?
No.
You think he's overrated?
No.
He's not overrated. He's fine.
So he's not underrated. He's not overrated. He's just right on the spot.
Yeah, he's right on the spot.
Okay. What's your favorite song from the original movie?
That one.
You
The one I
love
told
to
you.
laugh.
Yes.
Love to laugh when they're laughing and crying.
Pretty much.
That sounds beautiful. That sounds like you. What's your
Huh?
least favorite song then?
Ya yo la saqué.
Is that what song was that?
Ya yo la saqué.
Yeah.
My least favorite song. I don't know my least favorite song. No, not at all. I know my favorite from the second movie, but from the least, my least favorite. No, I don't think I have one. Mm-mm.
You don't have a least favorite song
Not in the first movie. No,
at all?
at all.
I feel like you might. Everyone has maybe
Right?
if you had to do like a tier list of okay, so what's your second favorite song in the movie? Let's just say it like that then.
The whole big word. That's one.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay, that is a classic. It's very much a classic. It's very nice. It's very nice, and it's a real word, guys. It's a real word. Do you enjoy the musical style of Mary Poppins? Do you like the bubbliness? Do you like the nice flow of the music, like chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim tree?
See, that one's good too.
Lucky as well, Bert's just amazing. Shout out to Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke is just an amazing actor, just in general.
Yes. So that
Musical
one's
musical
good too.
theater. I gotta check if he's ever been on Broadway, because honestly, he catches me off as like a Broadway kind of kid and young adult. That's just me though. And she agrees. Shout out to Brooklyn in the background. She agrees with me too. So, do you enjoy the musical style?
Yes.
Any? Would you put? Well, no, because it's 1810. If I think about it, it's 1810 where Mary Poppins is being taken place. Oh, there goes our sound crew. Did you feel that any songs were out of place?
No. It was perfect. The whole movie was
Sister
perfect.
Suffragette was good. I hopefully I didn't say that wrong.
Sing it.
Sister uh the one where the mother comes in, she's a suffragette or something like that, and she has the sash around her.
Oh, okay,
and
okay, okay, okay,
she's-
okay. That they're protesting for.
Yeah, our
women.
daughters will adore us, and they'll sing in grateful chorus. Well done, Sister Suffragette, something like that.
Yeah,
Because
that
back then
was-
women couldn't vote and stuff
I
like
know,
that, and so
I know.
we were fighting, like that. So did you feel that any songs were out of place?
No, that one's good too.
Okay. Do you think Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is overrated? Do you think it's like one of the best songs ever made by Disney, or do you think it's just they could take it out and the story will still be the same?
No, they cannot take it out because it belongs to that movie. So it has to stay there.
Okay. How do the songs affect the pacing of the movie?
I think they were perfect. That's why I like it because not one song is the same thing as the other song. They're all different for the
That they
for
have
the scene.
that they have like different
scenes
tones.
is different, yeah.
Okay, I like that. What are your thoughts on Mary Poppins herself? Is she too mysterious?
Yes.
Explain to me.
Pero que no quiero, carajo.
I know you don't want to, but you gotta try. You have to try. How is she too mysterious? For one, she came from the clouds.
Yeah, it's like, where did you come from?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like, well, where did you come from?
I came from you. So you can't ask me that question. You know that answer.
So yes, mysterious because, like you said, she came from the clouds, from the sky.
You think she really cares for the children?
Yes.
Or do you think it's her job?
No, I think she did a perfect job. So I think she does care. Yeah, I think it was pretty good.
Now, let's think of Mary Poppins Returns for a second. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. We're still on Mary Poppins, the first one. Do you think that George Banks is a good father?
Do I think he's a good father?
Is there anyone in your family that you can compare?
He's a good dad,
Mm-hmm.
but he just is not there. And I don't think back then you could. People knew how to spend time. I don't know how to explain it, but back then it was really difficult for even especially men to show feelings. And not like now that part two, The
Mm-hmm.
dad is really, really,
Mary Poppins Returns.
yeah,
The son becoming a father of three, and the mother passing.
yeah. So he has like more feelings. You could see more feelings in this dad than you did the first one.
Yeah, yeah. Is there anyone you can compare in your family or friend group who relates to George Banks' father? Does he
Mm,
remind you of anyone? Maybe your own father or maybe a relative?
I mean, I had plenty of those. Because back then we didn't sit down and talk. So he's doing his best. Like the men that I knew before, they were doing their best, but not spending enough time with their children.
Okay. Now, a rumor has it that in the movie Mary Poppins, Bert was being quote unquote too romantic with Mary Poppins. Do you believe that Bert had feeling for Mary Poppins?
No. I think he was very sweet and it came out um, that way. But I don't think he had a crush on her or anything like that. No.
Because if we remember correctly, Bert knew Mary Poppins automatically, and then in Mary Poppins Returns, Mary Poppins also asks, "How's Bert doing?" And then Jack, also known, played by Lin Manuel Miranda, goes, "Oh, he's on the other countryside, blah blah blah." But in the first movie, Bert goes, "Oh, I was just your age when Mary Poppins first showed up, blah blah blah."
Hmm.
So we automatically know Mary Poppins doesn't age. But we also know that Bert grew up and Mary Poppins was possibly his nanny
His
or someone
nanny,
who he
exactly.
knew. Like
Hmm.
someone who he knew had Mary Poppins as a nanny and
That's what I'm
maybe
thinking. That she was his Mary Poppins first.
do you think first or possibly like throughout time she goes to different kind of
No, I
children
think
and
that maybe she was his first, like when he was
mm,
younger.
okay. Uh did you like well, let me ask you this. Were Jane and Michael beloved as children? Were they beloved as
Hmm.
children? Jane and Michael, the children. Do you feel that their mom and dad really loved them?
Yes, but it's a different type of love. Like now we smother you guys with love and it's stupid.
That's perfect. That's awesome.
But before they loved you and we just knew that they loved like they were loved. Just um
Well, we got to remember this is also England where they had the king and it's also 1810. So it's way back then, right?
yeah, but it doesn't no, it looks like the 90s and the 80s. I mean, your parents they were loved, but just didn't speak much to the children and stuff. So
Understood. What do you think the film is trying to teach to children and adults? What do you think the message behind the film
I
is?
think it's that you always need a helping hand. You can't do it all alone.
I like that. So for someone who let's just say that I've never seen Mary Poppins before. Was is that the thing that you would tell me? Oh, like if I were to ask you, "Oh, what am I going to learn from this movie?" What would you say? Always ask for help
I
or
would think so. Yeah.
okay. Does the rom-coms work in this movie? Like the comedy behind it? Is there any comedy in the movie at all or do you think that it's
That's like that song,
serious?
crying and laughing. Yeah.
Is it more about fun or is it more about discipline? If anyone knows about discipline, I think you know the definition very
I
well,
think
right?
it's a little bit of both. To be honest with you, I think it's a little bit of both. Yeah.
And what per se why? Where's the Don't say the song. Where's the fun?
The fun is
Where's the fun?
um her doing different things with the kids, um teaching her teaching them clean up or whatever. It's still fun.
A spoonful of
Um
sugar.
yes.
Nice, nice.
And then what did you ask?
The discipline.
Discipline is they need structure because the mom and dad doesn't know how to do that, so someone else has to take care of it.
Were the costumes iconic or forgettable?
No, they were awesome. I wish we dressed like that. I always liked that, the way they dress, like medieval times, like those times back then.
Oh, so you
Um,
like this fashion style. Oh,
I
medieval
think those are
times is a
really good.
great. Oh,
That time was the way they dressed too with suits and stuff. I like that's amazing.
it's well in England. They nowadays they can dress more casual like Americans, but no, yeah, I do agree with you. I wish we did dress a little more nicer, or I guess like we were going out to dinner for a nice stroll in the park. I don't know, because Mary
Yeah,
Poppins
they
they seem
dress
like
really nice.
they do dress really nice. Would the film work in black and white?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
Well,
so.
you were born in the late
Oh
19
Lord.
you were born in the late 1900s. You're very young.
Hmm,
You're very young. So,
sure.
but you grew up with black and white movies as well, right? Every now and then.
Um, Maybe one or two, but I had color. I had a color TV.
Like I said, you were born in the late
Oh my God,
1900s.
Jesus.
So,
Yes. In the 80s.
yes, but you're a 90s kid. Let's just say it like that. You're a 90s kid.
Yes.
So, you did have black and white. You also had color as well.
Color, yeah.
You think this? So you really do think that this movie would work in black and white?
I would think so, yeah. Because
Okay,
I
okay.
watch TV and sometimes black and white. Um,
Sometimes the color would cut out, or
no. You're so stupid. No, I'm saying like sometimes there's shows. Um, I think it was like two brothers. One was fat, one was skinny, and they used to.
sounds like Penn and Teller.
And they were. It was a show, and it was black and white, and we seen it. So
Like
I still
comedy,
see it. Yeah, it
like
was
a comedy.
comedy,
Okay, okay,
and
okay.
it still goes, cause whatever they're
hmm
trying to say, it's implied, like it's in there already.
What do you think about the ending of Mary Poppins? How she just left without saying goodbye. How even in the second movie she left without saying goodbye. Like she just up and left. And remember, the banks, they were going to fly a kite in the first Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins felt that the wind was uh
And hard to go.
winds on the east, no, the west. You never eat soggy waffles. West. Sorry guys. That the winds were in the west now, so she was like, okay, everything's good now. I can go. And then in the second movie, Mary Poppins Returns, they were all flying on balloons,
Oh yeah.
and she even left then too.
Uh, well, to kids they won't understand it, but adults it's like shit happens. So people are there and then they leave. So
Did
I think
Emma?
it's pretty cool because it's not like a
Mhm.
happily ever after. Because she left without saying goodbye.
Yeah, but she did her job though, right?
Yeah,
We all can agree that or both of us can agree that she did her job very well.
yeah, but that doesn't mean she could leave without saying goodbye.
That is true. That is true. Do you think that Emily Blunt did the character justice in the second movie, Mary Poppins Returns?
Emily is
Emily Blunt. That
Mary Poppins.
she is the actress,
She did good, but
and that is her real accent
I
and everything,
wish
by the way.
that it would have been the lady that did Mary Poppins #1. Um, I wish that she would have taken the part to do the second movie.
The
She
whole
did good, but I didn't like it. It was okay.
okay,
It was
okay.
too. It was too. to now. Mary Poppins, the original, the ones from before, it hit the spot. Now she was like, I don't know, she just seemed innocent.
She seemed innocent. If anything, she seemed tough too. She seemed very tough too. Do you think that Mary Poppins Returns was necessary? We
No.
know that the creator of Mary Poppins, she made Mary Poppins Returns. She made the book. I believe Mary Poppins has 3 books. I believe she has 3 books. Was the movie necessary at all?
No.
Why do you think? Why do you think not? You think just one Mary Poppins would have done great and that's it?
Yeah, because that's the one that I like.
She's a very well known character, Mary Poppins. Very well known character.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Lin-Manuel Miranda is a good successor to Dick Van Dyke?
The what?
Do you think that Lin-Manuel Miranda is a good successor to Dick Van Dyke? Let's think about it. Dick Van Dyke was Bert.
Yeah.
And then Lin-Manuel Miranda was Jack. Do you think that Jack's character, Lin-Manuel Miranda,
I think it was
same kind of maybe silly energy or musical energy?
no, it was different. It was different, but it was still good.
Yeah.
The original was better.
The original was
Oh,
better.
and that's the sound crew in the background.
Lin-Manuel had better, obviously, song and singing, but the other guy was better.
Dick Van Dyke. Shout out to Dick Van Dyke. Shout out to Lin-Manuel Miranda, Puerto Rico. Let's see. Woohoo! Yeah. Would you want another sequel?
No.
You think you think that's it? They're done. They're gonna mess it up.
Yeah, I think that they shouldn't do stuff like that.
Okay. Do you have a favorite moment in Mary Poppins Returns? Or do you not remember that movie very well?
The Return. The Return. No, I don't remember it like that.
That's okay. That's okay.
I remember Lin-Manuel was
Lin-Manuel.
was on it, but was in it, but no, I don't remember it like that.
Okay, and then I have 2 more for you. Do you think the sequel respected the original?
Yes.
You think it respected the original?
Yeah, I think it did.
In what sort of way?
I feel because whoever like did the second part like did it, and whoever like did the first one, it wasn't like, oh, which one you like. Like, I'm torn. Like, I think that either you go right or left. Like, I like the first one,
Mm-hmm.
but Daddy liked the second one. So I don't think there was competition.
Okay. So, like, okay. I love the face you're giving. Guys, she's so happy. She's so happy for this last question. She's so happy. She's fisting the air. She's shifting the air. She's fisting the air. Did the tone of the sequel feel right?
No. Not right now.
That's just background, guys. That's just background.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Did the
it
tone
feel
of the
right?
sequel feel right? Or would you like to phone a friend? Alright, who are we phoning?
Bae.
Hey, Chris! How you doing since we last spoke?
Yeah, making
Good.
all that racket in the back.
Awesome.
Okay.
Alright, question about Mary Poppins Returns. Did the tone of the sequel feel right?
Yes.
How? And or why?
I say it felt right because it didn't feel wrong. I don't know if I could go into detail.
I
It
don't
just
get...
didn't feel wrong.
Well, you're saying it didn't feel wrong, but... Okay, that's awesome. Well, that's amazing, guys.
She's gonna push more with that.
Thank you guys so much for being here. And if you enjoyed, please sure to leave a like, comment down below what you want me to react to. I react
this
to
was fun.
PG, PG-13, and of course scary stuff as well. Also, go check out Ellie's Crafty Creations on TikTok, Instagram, and Etsy. I will put her links in the description down below. Until next time, guys, have a great day. Bye.